Mark Vickers has asked this question. What about fairway woods and hybrids off the deck and off the tee? We're going to start off the deck because I think that's where you're going to use this more, but right at the end I'll show you how to play these off the tee. Now we're going to work on two elements today. Number one, we're going to start hitting down on these like an iron. Number two, we're going to bump up that carry. So minimum, let's say you had a 5 hybrid, 4 hybrid or 3 hybrid, minimum your 5 hybrid is going to go 150 to 160 yards minimum. I reckon, like, this is my 3 hybrid. When I get this, we can get this close to over 200 yards. It sounds crazy, and I think you can achieve this too. This is my 19 degree. Right, so the scenario we've got right now is we are, which sounds crazy I'm about to say, 219 yards to that flag. Yes, you heard me right. 219 yards. This is my 3 hybrid. Follow these steps. You're going to bump up that yardage. Also, if you're thinking, why have I picked out Mark's comment? Why are you not picking me? Well, as long as you subscribed, you've turned on the bell, pop your comment or query about your goal swing, no matter how big or small it is, down below in the comments, because this week I'm planning next week's content. And I want to help you play your best golf. And if you're wondering why I'm gaming this 6-7-year-old hybrid, I just trust it. It's one length. It's my gamer, I know what it does. I want to show you this, so move round here. You're going to need 3 golf balls for this drill, and in 3 golf balls you will be changed. Your hybrid will go further. So the first ball you're going to hit is you're going to hit it from the middle of your stance. So if you just grab your golf club and dangle it from your sternum, the golf ball wants to be hit from there for the first one, okay? Now that sounds ridiculous because everybody says, put it up here. Well, that's so wrong, because if I put it all the way up here, I'm going to bottom out early, I'm going to catch it thin at best. And what I mean by thin is we catch it bottom edge to possibly this groove. We want to be smacking it out of groove 2, 3 here, just right in this spot. That's where the meat of this club, that's where you're going to get your yardage. Now, I want you to understand this, dead simple. The more you move the ball back in your stance, the more you hit down the golf ball. The more you move the ball up in the stance, the more you hit up on the golf ball. And actually, the more potentially you could slice it. So this is going to effectively help you draw it too, as a little bonus. You didn't see that one coming. So the first shot you're going to hit, weigh it up, get it in your sternum. I'm going to hit it from the middle of your stance. That is the first one. That's all I'm going to get you to do. Watch how this flies. Look at this, drawing back towards that flag. I got to show you where that's finished. Now have a look at this yardage. I hit that from the middle of my stance. Everything people say do not do. 193. Now that's not the most important number. That is important because we've hit it further, right? But I want to show you this because I told you I want you to hit down on this like an iron. I want a negative angle of attack. That's what we call this. A negative means we're hitting ball then into turf. We're not sweeping it off the top like everyone says. Look at that number right there. Minus 2.7 on the down. And if you look right here, look at this divot I created. A little brushed bruising divot. Okay, that's ball number 1. Notice that I drew that without even thinking about it. Ball number 2, I told you in 3 you'd be fixed, but actually I'll be honest, you didn't like that, you'll be doing it in 1. Okay, next ball position. Start off now with it in your sternum again, but we're going to put the club now a roll. So if you come around this way, I can show this a little bit easier. We're going to put this 1 grip width to the left. So sort of in there. And that is where the next ball position needs to be. So we just edged it a little further forwards, just in there. So we're really learning now just to not hit down as much as we did before, but still hit down. Just trusting this ball position. Oh, look at that, launched a little higher, coming round, get on that green, bounce in. Little members bounce right there. And we hit down that a little less, 1.7. And then the yardage, 198. Crept up a little bit. I like that flight. I like that flight. Now, we're going to hit one more now. But before that, let's just understand this. Let's go down low and understand why this is so much better. We're getting the ball to get hit first before we hit the turf. So if I turn this way to you, we're not looking to hit this ball where it clubs low early and moves up. We're looking to crunch it like an iron. And we're just simply using ball position to allow us to do that, to train more of that not that. And that's simply all we need to do. Okay, this is the final ball position, the one I use on the golf course every single time. But I'll be honest with you, if you're more comfortable with the first two, use those. Okay, this is the final ball position, but by all means, right, look how I hit the first two. You'll hit them just as good like that too, so you can always use them. But I'll be honest, I like this one. It gets a bit more flight, a bit more carry on that ball. The final ball position is just halfway between the middle of your chest and your armpit. That's where hybrid needs to be. We're going to launch this one a little bit higher. We're going to hit down it a little bit less, but still hit down on it, and just less compared to it being in the middle of our stance. So let's hit this one away, and then we'll go up to the green. And I've not forgotten to show you how to hit these off a tee peg, and what height and what position. This is how this one flies. This is my favourite one to do. Watch this. Look at that flight. I told you it'd be the highest. Oh, I can't wait to go onto the green and show you where they've all finished. 198 again, carry. That's going to stops like boom. And you want that hybrid to go high and land stop quick, don't you? Let's head up to the green. Look where these have finished. This is that one here that got that members bounce off this side and came in. But look at these three. These three hybrids from a very long way out. Now I will repair those pitch marks in a second, but let's just have a look at this one here, and I'll show you how I would tee this up. So let's do it on the fringe. We don't put a mark on the green, but this is how I'd tee it up. I'd tee it up a fingertip in the air. So just like that, where I can fix it underneath. And I'll be honest, I would use the same ball position we just did on the last, halfway between here. I'm still not trying to sweep it. I'm still trying to hit down on it like an iron. So I'm trying to get that strike. I'm not trying to help it in the air. All that's doing is just making it like a perfect fairway lie. That's all that T-peg's doing. Just think about it that way. Don't sweep it. That'll kill your hybrid game. Thanks so much for watching. You're now going to be so effective with these things, no matter if it's 4, 5, 3, even 2. Thanks for watching.